Program Officer at Pune International Center. It's good to see you all here on the occasion of the launch of FD Zone Pune chapter. On the dais, we have with us Director NFAI, Mr. Prakash Magdum, Chairperson Program Committee, PIC, Dr. Dilip Padgakar, noted journalist and author, Mr. Abhay Vaidya, and Honorary Director, PIC, Mr. Prashant Girbane. To begin with this, may I request Dr. Padgakar to deliver his introductory remarks.
Director of NFAI, Mr. Magdum, Abhay Vaidya, Prashant Girbane, ladies and gentlemen. It's been a D day for the Pune International Center today, and D of course stands for documentary, because this morning the PIC screened a very moving documentary based on the life of a rape victim. It is not Nirbhaya, they won't violate the law, but it is based on the life of Aruna Shanbag, and the whole film was on Pacific Euthanasia. We hope that the film at some point will be screened here as well. So let me begin first of all by thanking the director of the NFAI Films Division for this initiative. It was suggested to me by Abhay Vaidya, and immediately I endorsed the idea, and I requested Abhay that he should be the points person because of his personal involvement in this venture. And there again, it was a good idea that came up that we should begin by honoring Mr. Prem Vaidya, Abhay's father, who worked for more than 3 decades in the Films Division. I have a very special personal reason to be delighted with this choice, because Mr. Prem Vaidya was extremely generous both with his time and his advice when I was doing research on a book that I subsequently published on Roberto Rossellini, the Italian filmmaker who spent a year in India and produced a series of documentaries as well as a feature-length film. Of course, there were many other things that went into the India adventure of Rossellini, including a very tempestuous love affair with Sonali Dasgupta, and how these things evolved and were sorted out eventually. So I think it's a very good moment, therefore, that we begin on this note of paying tributes to Mr. Prem Vaidya. There are a couple of other reasons why I'm pleased that we've started the FD Zone chapter here. I think with possibly 1 or 2 exceptions in this hall, I don't think anyone will remember that as children, whenever we went to see a movie, we were obliged to go through about 20 minutes of torture. And the torture was to go and take a look at a documentary produced by the Films Division. So a lot of people used to walk out and then come back in time to watch the main film. I think that was a very unfair comment, because yes, FD has had its moments of, I'd say mediocrity, but it's also had its moments of enormous success. My own introduction to documentary, as I said, began with these films which I saw as a child in cinemas near my house, which was in the cantonment of the camp area. And then subsequently, when I was studying at the film school in Paris, there again I was delighted absolutely to discover the works of very, very great documentary filmmakers in the history of cinema. I mean, people like Flaherty, Dziga Vertov, Grierson, Chris Marker, the whole lot. And then subsequently, in India again, you discovered slowly, because you got to know what the FD was doing. FD again had absolutely impeccable credentials of people who headed the FD. I mean, Ezra Mir was one of the violent people, but you had Bhavnani, Mohan Bhavnani, and several others. And then, of course, it also had its, what I call its golden period. And that golden period was sometime in the 60s, when thanks to the initiative taken by the then IND Minister, Ms. Indira Gandhi, she got someone from UNESCO who was then working in the films department of UNESCO, a gentleman called Jahangir Bhavnagri, to come to Mumbai, to the films division, and under the encouragement of Jean Bhavnagri, because we were very close friends of the Bhavnagri family, that time again saw a blossoming of Indian documentaries. There were therefore two kinds of people who made those documentaries. One were people from within the organization, within the film division, but then there were others also who were independent filmmakers and who were under some kind of contractual agreement with the FD. Again, a huge number of people whose names I won't cite, I've got them here. But to tell you that it is during the reign of, or during the period when John Bhavnagri was around, that you had a huge number of very young documentary filmmakers and who contributed richly to this specific genre of filmmaking. There were those who became controversial, like Sukhdev, but there were some others like Shastri. There were people like N.V.K. Murthy. I can name 3 or 4 others, and who did remarkable work. Now, what has happened is that with the advent of Doordarshan and the other channels that follow, news channels, it has been difficult to get to see the kind of documentaries that have been produced either by the films division or by independent producers. And therefore, the films division launched this idea of creating what they call FD zones. And FD zones have now been set up in a few parts of the country. Today, we are launching, that is to say, in association with Films Division and the NFAI, DIC is the umbrella organization. We are launching, therefore, the FD zone in Pune. And we very much hope that once a month, we will be able to watch films drawn from the extremely copious, good quality archive of the Films Division. I don't know how many thousands of films there are there. I understand there are at least 4,000. But I think Abhay, when I invite you to speak in a minute, will give you more details on that. In addition to what the Films Division is doing, we will also be in a position to watch films by other independent filmmakers. And I should end up by telling you very briefly that it's not been very, very easy to make documentaries in India. Partly because, once you are in a government organization like the FD, you've got to follow through a large number of procedures, and which invariably affects the content. I know, for example, that I worked briefly as an assistant to a film that my friend V.D. Garga did for Films Division on the painter Amrita Sher Gill. And the kind of hassles that he had to go through, because there was someone designated by FD to talk about the content of the film. It had then to be reviewed by an internal committee that was set up. It had to be cleared by the censor board, and finally there was something called a film advisory board, which had to certify whether that particular film could be shown in public or not. And then we had several other documentary filmmakers who've been facing plenty of troubles. We've in recent years, for example, just about every documentary that Anand Patwardhan has made has faced problems. But on the other hand, we've also got a galaxy of people, young and old, directors, who've been able to produce these films and also to show them. I mean, again, I don't want to take too many names, but offhand I can tell you that we've got a series of excellent films made by leading directors like Shyam Benegal, like Mani Kaul, like Kumar Shani, like Arun Kotkar, and so on and so forth. And we hope that this very rich treasure that we now have access to will be made available for the FD Zone initiative. So, ladies and gentlemen, I think it's a moment of great privilege for the Pune International Center that we have been able to associate ourselves with this initiative. It is not a one-shot affair. We hope that this will be as per the conditions laid down in the FD Zone concept, be a monthly affair. And once again, I want to thank FD and in particular the director, Mr. Prakash Mukdum, for so very kindly agreeing to allow such an initiative to take place here in the premises of the NFI. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Dr. Patkankar. NFI Director, Mr. Prakash Mukdum, Honorary Director of Pune International Center, Mr. Prashant Girwani, ladies and gentlemen. This is a very great day for me and a very fulfilling moment, given my personal background and the fact that I am the son of late Mr. Prem Vaidya. I wish to thank the Pune International Center Films Division, National Film Archives, for helping establish the FD Zone Pune chapter. A very special thanks to Dr. Dilip Patkankar and Mr. Prakash Girwane of the PIC, Director General Films Division Mr. V.S. Kundu and Deputy Director Mr. Premraj Rajgopalan, and NFI Director Mr. Prakash Mukdum for making this possible. This is the 9th chapter of the FD Zone, and 2 days later, the 10th chapter is scheduled to be opened at the University of Westminster in London. The FD Zone is a forum for screening documentaries, and it is actually astonishing that a platform like this did not exist in Pune, which has such a rich culture in films and filmmaking. I am sure that this forum will not only fill that void, but also become a valuable addition to the city's cultural milieu. The PIC has proposed to hold one FD Zone event every month. And I would now like to say a few words about the films that are going to be screened today. The first film is Man in Search of Man, a 21-minute documentary on the vanishing aborigines of the Andaman and Nicobar Islands. This film was made in 1974, and this was the first detailed live record of the various tribes on these islands, in particular the Sentinelese, who had never been filmed before. During the filming of this particular tribe, there was a dramatic incident when an arrow was shot from the shore to the at the filming crew, which was on a boat 300 feet away. And the arrow hit my father in the thigh, and fortunately it was not a poisonous arrow. This film won the National Award at the 22nd National Film Festival, and even after 4 decades, it was made in 1974, even after 4 decades, it continues to have a high anthropological value because of the various images that were captured. The second film is Against the Current, made in 1984 on the Indo-New Zealand jet boat expedition on the Ganges. This expedition was led by Sir Edmund Hillary, and the film successfully captures the moments of high adventure of this expedition. Today's screening includes a biographical film on Baba Amte and the early years at Anandwan, and a biographical film on Veer Savarkar, which won the Filmfare Award for Best Documentary in 1984. There would also be a very short film on the report on the return of refugees from the then East Pakistan to the newly created Bangladesh. This film is part of the series of war coverage by Mr. Prem Vaidya and other FD cinematographers, and it is part of the rich archives of the 8,500 documentaries with the Films Division. Of this 8,500, about 5,000 documentaries have been digitized, and they are now available to us for screening at the various FD Zone events. I do hope you find the films interesting and enjoy the screening. Thank you very much. I will now request Mr. Prakash Mukdum to kindly inaugurate the FD Zone Pune chapter.
Good afternoon, everybody. Dignitaries on the dais, since you are all aware that the inauguration we normally don't do here in the inside the hall by lighting lamp. So I declare it open. We at NFAI are very pleased to be associated with the initiative taken by PIC in having a chapter of FD zone in Pune. As Dr. Padalkar was mentioning, the genre of documentary in India is in very less number, and whatever has been created by mostly by the films division. Apart from the feature-length films, the idea of short film or documentary as such has not gained that much importance at Institute Hub like other parts of the country. Most people, I think, must be aware of the important role played by the short films or documentaries in the Middle East in recent years. Not only for the social cause, but also in the political upheaval which happened 2-3 years back. So I think by this initiative, I think we'll be able to access and see the vast treasure which FD has created over the years, and I'm sure the senior lovers of Pune city will be benefited by this. Initially, the plan is having it once in a month. We'll see, we'll work out how it can be taken forward, and the best of the collection of not only films division but also some independent filmmakers is made available to all of you. Thank you.
Thank you. I think I'm just going to take a minute or two before we get to the interesting part of watching the films. I think, first of all, I must mention a huge thanks to the director of NFAI, because whatever activities we have done in the arena of films, we have been able to do thanks to NFAI, and we have done here and largely only here. So we're greatly indebted to NFAI for that partnership in past, now, as well as that will continue forever in future. Of course, it's one of our own, that's Dr. Padalkar, who chairs the program committee, but I must mention thanks because it's a very unique and novel concept. We are talking about certain number of programs we could do over the next year, and there came an idea that why don't we bring in a monthly feature, a bouquet of such films, short films for Pune, because we didn't see any such things happening as yet. And that could happen because Mr. Abhay Vaidya readily kind of agreed to help with all of this. So huge thanks to Mr. Abhay Vaidya as well. I must mention a couple of things. More on Pune International Center you would get on the website. The reason I mention that is the future programs that you would put together, the future films that you would put together under this series as well as others would be there on the website, as well as we have put on our Facebook page, where we'll have a special Facebook sub-page on the FD zone. You would get to see the films well in advance, and hence the reason of mentioning Pune International Center web page and the Facebook page that you have. It's interesting, some of you sitting here today already mentioned about a couple of great short films or documentary films that you would like to kind of be part of this. And of course, we'll discuss it with the PIC team and Mr. Vaidya and make sure that how we could incorporate those. So it's more than welcome. Most of the programs of PIC are open for all of you. You don't necessarily have to be a member of PIC to attend them, and that's the whole inclusive approach of Pune International Center. So please feel free to stay connected with the website and the Facebook and stay updated on this. Once again, a huge thanks to everyone on the dais, and most of all, huge thanks to all of you, because it's all of you for whom the FD Zone Film Festival would happen now and will continue every month. So thank you all.
He was arrested and taken back to the ship. This led to the famous Affaire Savarkar.
পাখির কথা বলবো বাকি আমার কথা হয় না রাজি আমি পাখির কথা বলব কি
At last, Banaras, the halfway mark. Varanasi, the city of 1,000 temples. As Baba Amte. A noble humanist and a social worker, Baba Amte has dedicated himself totally for more than 30 years to the service of sufferers from leprosy and other handicaps, giving all of himself to victims of social neglect and exploitation. Isolation. It will not tolerate a stranger. We were prevented from approaching the shore